Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is a little bit overcast today. They're calling for some weather to come in. They're not sure if it's going to be rain or maybe a little bit of snow mixture tonight. We'll have to see what happens. I break my videos into two, like one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and post them 2 separate days. That way I don't bore you with a 20-minute long just ride along video. I try to keep them right at 10 minutes. And even that seems to be a bit long. I'd like to get down around 7. Something nice, quick, and sweet. So I'm going to work on that a little bit better. I think the last one was like 5 or 6 minutes, something like that. We'll see what kind of viewing we have on that. But I've been running. Excuse me. I think I ate a bug. But I've been running, but I also been bicycle riding, trying to do some cross training, give my legs a little bit of a rest. I've been having some issues with my right ankle. It's been tender. I think it's just tight muscles in the calf and everything. As I stretch it, it doesn't seem to bother me as much. But so I'm just trying to do some cross training, keep the leg muscles pushing like on the bicycle. But by the end of February, I got to get back on to some long miles. I have a 50-mile race the first week of June, the 50-miler. Trail race. And then I have the first week of May, a month before that, I have a 40-mile bike ride, or 42 miles in New York City. It's called the 5-borough bike ride. You can look it up on the internet. It covers all 5 boroughs, starts at like down by the World Trade Center or Freedom Tower, whatever they call it now, and you go through all 5 boroughs, go all the ways up through the Central Park and then hit all the boroughs that way. Ends in Staten Island after you climb over the Verrazano Bridge, and then they give you a free ride back up into Manhattan, or you could park. Last time I did it, I parked in Staten Island, so I just jumped in the car and left. Went back to New Jersey, but this time I got a hotel in Lower East Side of Manhattan, right on the river. So I just have to get the ferry back to Manhattan, down to Battery Park, and then ride that up and get to the hotel. It'd be a nice weekend away with the wife. We try to get there maybe 2 times a year, so that'll be one of them. And be a nice bike ride for me, and then the other days just roaming around. Okay, we got a red light. Let me edit this out. Hold on one second. Okay, we're off and running again. But yeah, so after that bike ride, I got another month. Try to get some good miles in there, and then do that 50-mile trail race the 6th of June. So that'll be the next longest run I've ever done. I did that 50K, which was 31 miles or something. Not too bad. I mean, my legs were definitely beat up at the end of that trail race. But now I want to do the 50-miler. We'll see how this one goes. If I succeed, which, I mean, it's going to have to really kill me not to succeed or run out of time, because you're on a time limit. I will really have to get beat up for me not to finish. So if that one works well, I may do a 100K this year also in fall maybe, or I may just go straight to a 100-miler. That's my goal, is to do a 100-miler in my lifetime, and definitely before I'm 60. So we'll see. I'm pushing it a little quicker than I wanted to, but that way I could get it done, because I also want to get back into the bike riding. I really enjoy the bicycle, and I want to get into some nice long rides with that, some century rides on the bicycle. And now after running and all the training I do with running, I get on the bicycle to ride, and it's so easy, it's not funny. I mean, if you want to take it easy, you still move your legs, but you don't have to push as hard because you're still rolling forward. Running, you don't have that. You could slow and go to a little shuffle, but you're still moving your feet to go forward. You have to pick your feet up to move forward. Your bicycle riding, you could stop moving your feet, and you're still going to go forward and rest. So it's amazing. And the friction of the tires is so much less going uphill than running, of landing your foot and pushing off. People that have done it are probably shaking their head, saying, oh yeah, bicycle riding's so much easier. So, but I don't want to get back into bicycle riding because it's easier. I enjoy it. I like traveling the countryside and all. It is a little more dangerous. I get worried with the cars. but I'm almost thinking of getting into more like bike packing. Take some of the fire roads up into the national forest. And I've got a small two-person tent, right? They call it a two-person, it's like 1.5, that I used for backpacking. You know, so pretty much the same gear I use for backpacking I'd throw on a bicycle. So I'm thinking of almost doing that. I think that'd be a great way to see the country, or the countryside, and go to different areas up and down the East Coast and do that, and you cover more ground than hiking. You could, you know, buzz right along. So, but we've got another traffic light up here. Golly. Let me see if I can get through this one. If I can't get through it, I'm going to edit this booger out too, because now it looks like I'm going stuck with all this traffic on the left here. Hold on. Let me edit this junk out. And now I've got a red light. Okay, here we go. Alright, so yeah, I may do some bike packing. I think that'll be fun. Anyway, that's my plans for this summer, or spring and summer. Definitely fishing in there, but I'm saying as adventures away from just the average grab the canoe and go fishing in the river or lake. So I definitely got to get running. I got 3 months to get that 50 miler. I got to definitely train for that hard. Not too worried about the speed. If I could keep 11, 12-minute miles, but I have to be able to do that comfortably for 20, 25 miles in an afternoon. Yeah, I averaged, I think, 13 or 14-minute mile for that 30 miler. I started out pretty good. But, all right, here's my road. Cutting it short. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.